Hey guys, welcome back to Food to Eat. I'm down here at Regal Seafood. I've got Vaos to talk about the fishing industry within Australia. Hello, mate.
G'day, Bevan. How are you?
Good, mate. Good.
Thanks for
tell
coming
us,
down.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Now, tell us about the fishing industry, I suppose, as a whole. What's it like to be in the industry?
It's tough. It's a very difficult industry to be in, Bevan. There's a lot of challenges that we face day to day.
Okay.
It's definitely not one of those glamorous industries. It's not like the restaurant trade where people think that it's glamorous. It's very hard. It's very long hours. It's a battle to source product. It's a battle dealing with a lot of the clientele, unfortunately, that we deal with as well, which
Chefs can be very demanding by nature, can't they?
They sure can, no doubt. And when you're dealing with probably over 300 of them, like we've got probably about 300 accounts in Victoria, can be quite demanding day to day. No doubt.
Right. Now, you're a wholesale business, aren't you?
We do, we wholesale. So we supply the hospitality trade in general. So we supply restaurants and hotels. We also do a lot of business with retailers and other wholesalers as well. Sporting venues, function centres.
Okay.
So we've got a pretty wide customer base.
And obviously the hours are not conducive to normal people, are they?
No, not at all. And that's probably one of the problems that we do have, in that the hours are so difficult. It's night time outside. Not many people want to get out of bed at this time of day and come into work. So that is a challenge. It's an uphill battle that we have been facing for a long time. Getting people to giving people an incentive to work in the seafood industry is very difficult.
And I suppose as an industry within Australia, how strong is it?
It's very strong. It's very strong, no doubt. We're a huge industry. We employ hundreds of thousands of people Australia-wide. I suppose where we are, we're all coastline. So wherever you go, So wherever you go, whether you're in Western Australia or you're in New South Wales, there's seafood to be eaten. There's product to be fished. There's product to be sourced. So it's a very strong industry. I suppose it's probably stronger in certain states. Stronger in more states than others. In particular. But
what about in Victoria itself?
Victoria, it is a strong industry. We've gone through a lot of changes, especially now. Currently, we're going through a lot of changes. The current fish market that's been operating since the 60s in Footscray, that's closing down, and already some of the companies that are or have been operating out of that site have already moved out. So there's a new fish market being built in Kensington, of which we're lucky to be a part of, and that will be up and running in February. But that's there's been a lot of unrest, call it, because the fish market was talking about closing down altogether, and that means that everybody would have basically lost their jobs pretty much overnight. And we're lucky that the government did intervene, and Ted Baillieu, I believe, stepped in and basically just gave us a reprieve and gave us an extra 7 or 8 months to stay where we are. Otherwise, it would have been closed down. It would have been catastrophic.
That would have done the entire industry, not just the fishing industry, but obviously the whole hospitality industry.
No doubt. Well, there wouldn't have been one central point for all the fish to come to, and fishermen would then not be really sending their fish into Melbourne. It would be going elsewhere, be going to Sydney or South Australia. So it would have been absolutely catastrophic. The way that it operates is that the fishermen give their fish to the agents within the market, and the agents effectively operate like a real estate agent. When you sell your house, you want to get the very best possible price, and that's what the fishermen want out of their agents. They want them to get the highest possible price for their fish. So it is very competitive. It's very competitive.
Now is fishing as an art dying? Is there many fishermen left? I mean, I know, obviously, you look at photos of Australia in the past, you go down to those local little piers and there used to be fishing boats everywhere. You don't seem to see that anymore. Is there a decline in fishermen?
No doubt, absolutely. You go down to some smaller ports, like San Remo down in Phillip Island on the Bass Coast, and there used to be something like 26 boats, and now they're down to 5.
Wow.
And it definitely is a dying breed. And again, it's one of those things where people are risking their life every day to go out to catch fish. And it's one of those things where as we progress as a society, people don't want to be taking those risks. They don't want to be working in that sort of an environment. So it's very hard. And the people that are out there fishing, or the younger people that are there fishing, that are the future of the industry, they're generational. They've been doing it for 2, 3, 4 generations. So it is very tough, and it is definitely a dying breed. You find that bigger companies are getting bigger, so there are some fishing fleets out there that are continuously buying quota, adding boats to their fleets and getting stronger and stronger, whereas the smaller operators, they're just getting out of it. It's too tough.
No.